And we're live. Welcome back for another live stream. How are we all today? FPL is finally back. No more international breaks for the rest of the year. We've got a game week less than every 5 days on average, all the way till the end of December. So I'm buzzing for that as well. Good to have FPL back. Welcome all. Thanks for all the messages about the FCAs as well. It's been an unbelievable week, to be fair. Probably one of the best weeks ever. Getting Glastonbury tickets, winning the FCAs. I got it with me actually. There it is. So thank you all of you for the votes and so on. Those of you that voted, those of you who have watched the streams, watched the videos. Unbelievable night. I couldn't believe it, genuinely. I didn't think I had a chance because it was such a stacked category. There was like Let's Talk FPL, obviously Harry, Raptor, FPL Mate, so many good channels in my category. So yeah, I was proper surprised when my name was read. Honestly, my heart dropped because it was packed. It was absolutely packed there, and I was like, it's not me. And they're like, FPL. In fact, I think I've got it here. This is the moment he was like, FPL Focal, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even want it. I don't even want it. I'm too nervous to go up there. You can see on my face, I was like, what? Couldn't believe it. But yeah, the speech went alright in the end, in fairness. There I am up there collecting the award. Scenes. I'll have to put somewhere award-winning channel now, or award-winning FPL content. Yeah, it was a great day, so yeah, thanks everyone for that. FCAs. Thanks for hosting. Yeah, there it is once again. It's got a chip in it already. So, there's the mystery chip, if you're wondering what the mystery chip is. So welcome everyone to the stream. Frederick, Ahmed, come you Gunners, Morton, Isaac, Shiv, Emmanuel, Gary, Edzo, Sandro, Sonori, Samuel, Baumstark, C-Mac, Sam, Adolfo, Razvan, and everyone else. Good to see lots of members here as well. Is the volume alright on the music? Let's try and get that right for once. How about that? So yeah, I've not even made a move. I made it through the whole international break. No transfer made. So I'm going to do it on this stream, and I think I'm going to go Johnson to Saka. I think that's what I'm going to do. But do you guys think Saka plays? Obviously he's had one training session, so does he come straight in, or is he going to potentially be on the bench? Is it potentially going to come too soon? I really want to go Johnson to Saka because I've got exact money for it. Will Saka... Let's do a poll on it. So it was a 2 to 3 week injury supposedly, and it was 2 weeks that he did that. Or actually a day under 2 weeks, so I think it's going to be very tight. Let me know what you think. You're a legend, Oscar. Good luck this week. Thanks very much, KZ. Thanks very much, Krish, as well. Sam says it's Saka, so he probably plays. Yeah, I mean, maybe he plays this one. I mean, right now, the league's got to be the priority of the Champions League. Like, Arsenal cannot afford to drop any more points. Cannot afford to. So maybe he gets the Sporting game off and they give him this game. One training sesh, enough for Arteta. Yeah, perhaps the one is enough, but it's not ideal, is it? Thanks, Enzo. P. Macker in the chat. Thanks very much, mate. Edzo's got 5 flag players. Colwill, Powell, Palmer, Saka and Boomer. What's the latest on them? So, Colwill and Palmer, I saw in Chelsea training photos, so I think they're fine. Bumo... There was a video that Brentford posted on their players returning to training, and Mbumo was in that as well. So I think he's fine. Powell, I'm not sure actually. I don't know what the latest is on Powell. And obviously Saka is what we're talking about now. He's had, according to Arteta, 1 training session. So is that enough? 72% say he'll start. 28% say he won't. Foden out for Saka from -4 or hold. No, I wouldn't do it for -4. Not for -4. I don't know. What do you guys think that City versus Spurs game is going to be like? Because Spurs have got both Romero and Van de Ven out. So both their first choice centre-backs missing. So there could be a lot of goals in that. I'm kind of dreading it as a Haaland non-owner now. But I've got Salah and I've got Palmer. So hopefully they can make up the points. Thanks, Malteser. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the messages on the award as well. If anyone's just tuned in, I've got it right here. Look at that. That's going on the mantelpiece. Best in fantasy football creators. Mental. It's been a crazy year. Like if I look back on 2024, 200,000 subscribers, getting the Focal tattoo, launching the app, which has ended up a massive success, which I didn't expect. I'm winning the FCAs, so yeah, it's been another great year for the channel, and that's thanks to you guys. Completely thanks to you guys. Saka is like graphite always plays. Does that work? Like graphite always plays? Like graphite doesn't always play. I know what you're saying though. He always seems to show up. He always seems to play. Thoughts on Son to Bruno? Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good move. New music, asked John. Just a few new songs, yeah. I'm trying to find more copyright-free music, but it's a bit of a minefield, copyright-free music on YouTube. Like, I've run into quite a few issues where even copyright-free music gets claimed by a copyright troll, so it's really annoying. So I have to just kind of be careful testing out new songs, because you can end up just getting claimed, and then your entire video or your entire stream gets demonetized, and everything that earns goes towards whoever's claimed it. It's a bit of a broken system. Someone can just upload a copyright-free song and say, this is my song, and then they can just go on YouTube and claim any video that's got that song in it and say, this is my work, so I'm having all the revenue from this video. But yeah, there's a few new songs, and then it's mostly the same old. Arteta would play Saka in a wheelchair if he could. Who to start, Mbumo or João Pedro? Gotta be Mbumo, I would say. Gotta be Mbumo. I think he'll be fine. He was in that video of them coming back to training, so I think he's going to play. Why don't you go for João Pedro or Jimenez? I could do, but is that better? There's a few ways I can go this week, actually, which is quite annoying. I can go Johnson to Saka. I could do Johnson to Bruno. Or I could do Strand Larsen or Wood to Isak. I kind of like Strand Larsen to Isak, but then I'm keeping Wood purely for the Ipswich game. So, I don't know, is that worth it? Senor Lump, morning Oscar, wishing you a good gaming, love you. Thanks very much, Senor Lump, appreciate it, love you too. Sell Solanke and Foden to buy Isak and Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, I think that's a great pair of moves. I like that. Don't get me wrong, like Foden, this is a sort of game where he could thrive when Spurs are missing both first choice centre-backs. Like, who's going to play centre-back for Spurs? Is it going to be Dragonzin and Davies, maybe? I think there's going to be lots of goals in that game, which is worrying, because I'll have no one if I sell Johnson in that fixture. You reckon Strand Larsen to Isak? The problem is, it makes it more difficult for me to get to Saka, because I really want to get Saka. Like, if we look at the fixtures coming up, fixture ticker from FPL.page if you haven't been on my website before, or if you haven't got the app, it's free in the App Store, search FPL Focal. Fixture ticker tool has got Arsenal second. I just picked out a game week range next 8 basically, so that takes us all the way to the new year. Arsenal second. I mean, their fixture runs, I'd say, equally as good as Chelsea's. But if I go Strand Larsen to Isak, it makes it really difficult for me to get to Saka as well. And I really want to have Saka, especially for that run in Game Week 16. Everton home, Palace away, Ipswich home, Brentford away. So it's tempting to just get Saka now and hope he's alright. Because if I go for Bruno, then I won't own Saka. I could go get Bruno now and buy Isak, but then I won't own Saka. And obviously Bruno's got that run in a few weeks' time. Arsenal away, Nottingham Forest home, Man City away. Whereas if I can get to Saka now, he'll have Man United home, Fulham away, Everton away over that same spell. I don't know, it's a head scratcher this week. If Saka doesn't play, I've got Wood off the bench, which isn't great either. Dylan says, do I start Rodgers or Garnacho? The United lineup worries me. It's really hard to predict how they line up. I've seen a lot of predicted lineups that don't have Garnacho in from Man United fans, because he will almost certainly play with wing backs in the back three. So it could be something like Mazraoui, Martinez, De Ligt, Evans, Dalot, Casemiro, Ugarte, defensive mid, and then it'd be like Bruno, Mount, and then Højlund up top, maybe something like that. Which means, yeah, does Garnacho come in, or does Garnacho play wing back? I think I'd just play Rodgers. Like, he's got a good fixture as well. Go for the security of Rodgers, I would say. C-Max says, I need to bench one of the following, but I'm torn on who. Vissa, Rogers, and Mbumo Semenyo. Oh, that is brutal, that one. I wouldn't bench Vissa or Mbumo. Semenyo / Rogers then. Semenyo's home to Brighton. Rogers is home to Palace. Rogers or Semenyo. I think I'd start Semenyo, bench Rogers. That is close, that one. Start Semenyo or Collins? Semenyo. Morning, Flandy. How we doing, mate? Cameron says play Smith Rowe or Rogers. Who have Fulham got? I forget what Fulham... Oh, they're away. They're home to Wolves. I think I play Rogers over Smith Rowe. I really rate Rogers. I might end up getting him for Mbumo to fund Isak in a few weeks' time. So my loose plans is I could go Johnson to Saka this week. And then next game week, Lewis to someone like Dunk or Van Heck. And then game week 15, I can do Wood to Isak and Mbumo to Rogers. Something like that is what I'm considering. And that would be a really nice setup because I'd have Raya, I'd have Gabriel, Vardiol, I'd have Salah, Saka, Palmer, Isak. That would be a really nicely rounded squad, I think. I'd still have Pedro Porro as well, but maybe there's another way that I can fund Isak by selling Pedro Porro to a cheaper defender. God, he's been a disaster, Pedro Porro. Absolute disaster. So that's my loose plan for the next, 3-4 game weeks? But it could all change. Something could happen this game week and it all goes out the window, but that's my loose plan. Good Evil says, I've given up on FPL, don't care anymore. The thing is, there's absolutely loads of game weeks in a short space of time right now. So your rank can change super fast. Like there's a game week less than every 5 days on average right now. This list lays it out nicely actually, look at this. Does that fit in? Yeah, there we go. Look, so we've got the Saturday deadline, and then we've got one on Friday, and then look at December. It's my favourite time of the year. December's so quality. It's just non-stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deadlines in December. So whatever that is. A deadline, what was it? 31 divided by 6. What's that? 5? Obviously, from the 3rd onwards to the 29th, it's even less. It's just non-stop deadlines in December. So what I'm saying, I've made the point really badly, is you can go up the rankings very fast, very, very fast when there's that many game weeks in a short space of time. So hang in there. Long way to go. We're not even halfway into the season. I mean, you could be like 2 million right now and still come top 10k. That's how early in the season we are. Tuna says Haaland, Lewis, Kulusevski, or Isak, Gabriel, Saka. Ooh. On paper, the second one is better. It is better. Obviously, it's down to Saka though. If Saka misses out, then it's not worth it. But the second one is definitely better in my opinion. If Saka plays, like side by side, Haaland's obviously better than Saka. But then you've got Gabriel over Lewis, which is a nice upgrade. You've got Isak over Kulusevski, which is a big upgrade. So I'd say the second combination, Tuna. Crispy Bacon says, Oscar, I'm retiring from FPL. Congrats on the award. You're retiring from FPL? Thanks very much, Chris. Why are you retiring from FPL? What happened? I thought you were smashing it this season. X2 Cosmic, thanks for becoming a member as well. Thanks very much, Cosmic. Appreciate that. Thanks for support. Oh yeah, by the way, so I was thinking, this stream, maybe I'll do it every stream. I'll start doing giveaways because I've launched this thing on my website. Obviously, my website's been completely free, but the costs have like gone through the roof. So the idea I had was I'd have to put adverts on it because otherwise I'll have to close it down. But I've launched a subscription thing where you get custom themes. You get ad-free experience, obviously. You get a custom layout, so you can change the layout of the entire thing, move widgets around on mobile, on PC. You can add and remove widgets, so the ones you don't like, you just get rid of. There's custom themes, so you change the color. So I've done all this. This has been taking like months to do, and hopefully this will at least help cover costs. But because I've added this thing to hide the ads, I thought I could give out coupon codes every stream to get the entire season free membership. That's the mobile customization. So yeah, I had an idea last night that I could generate coupon codes for every stream and give them away in the streams. And then whoever redeems them first gets free subscription for the entire season. So if you guys want to get ahead of the curve to claim the code first, sign up on the website. It's free to sign up, and then I'll do the codes later, and then you just get in there, redeem the codes as fast as you can, and you'll get the entire season membership for free. FPL.page, or get it on the app store. Thanks, Roberto. Sam Rose says Watkins and Semenyo, or Cunha and Mbumo. Longer term, Watkins and Semenyo, I'd say. Shorter term, for the next two, Cunha and Mbumo's better, but I'd say Watkins and Semenyo. And then after the next four, because obviously Villa's next four are unbelievable. After that, then you could switch to someone like Watkins, and then you could go, I don't know, someone like Bruno, or someone else that's got nice fixtures. But to be fair, Semenyo's long-term fixtures are really nice. Like if we go back to that ticker, they're third on the ticker here. So they're run until the new year. It's Brighton, Wolves, Tottenham, Ipswich, West Ham, Man United, Palace and Fulham. So Bournemouth have got a really nice run of games. Oscar's the new Santa giving up prezzies. Yeah, so if you're interested, go sign up on the FPL.page. You log in with your social account like Twitter or Google or Gmail. And then I'll give out the codes later and you'll get the entire season membership for free. Or if you want to just sign up anyway, then go check it out. It's only £1.49 a month. Flandy, thanks for the 31 months. He says, the snow has arrived in Sweden. Keep me warm, boss. We've not really had any here yet. I think up north in England they've had quite a bit. But down the south, my neck of the woods, there's not been any snow yet. I just want a white Christmas. I don't think I've ever had one in my life. I just want a snowy Christmas. Edzo with the 5 gifted. Thanks very much, Edzo. Thanks very much for that. Does it still work? It does.
Nice.
Oh, was that quite loud? Sorry. That was Max. Sorry if that was really loud. Thanks for the 5 gifted, Edzo. If you got one of those from Edzo, make sure you go. Make sure you thank him for that. Thanks for the 31 months, Flandy, as well. Oh yeah, let me end that poll on Saka. There we go. Sell Trent to afford Bruno. Yeah, I mean the problem is Trent's not trained yet at all, so he's got to be a major doubt for the Southampton game. I mean, when you look at Liverpool's fixtures, if there was ever a game to use your backup in Bradley, who's a really unbelievable backup right back, it's got to be Southampton away. Because after that they've got Real Madrid and then they've got Man City. So yeah, I hate to say it as for people that own Trent, because this was like on paper such a great fixture for him, but I think he's got to be a sell, unless you've got really good depth and you can just cover him. Because obviously, like Man City, Newcastle, not great, but after that, like Trent does look amazing again from Gameweek 15. Everton, Fulham, Spurs, Leicester, West Ham, Man United, Forest, Brentford, Ipswich, Bournemouth, Wolves, and so on. But I think right now, if you can sell him to fund, you know, a nice move elsewhere, then it's worth it. Morning, Jay. How we doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Anders says, hey Oski, should I triple captain Salah? I mean, it's definitely an opportunity, right? Because Southampton have got Ramsdale's out. I think he's fractured his finger. Bednarek's out. And they're like one of the worst teams in the league. You know, second or third worst for expected goals conceded. So it's definitely an opportunity, but he's still got to play them home as well. Ramsdale, I guess, will be back then, but they've got to play them at Anfield still. So on paper, that should be even better. I'd be tempted to just save it for a home fixture myself. Mick says, does Trent being out affect Salah's return potential? No, I don't think so. I do think this season Trent's role is slightly less involved in the attack. So I don't think the knock-on effect is massive. And in fairness as well, Trent's probably going to be back by Gameweek 13. So I don't think the knock-on effect is massive there. And it's just for the one game week, and it shouldn't have an effect, any meaningful effect against Southampton. So I'd say no. Shouldn't do at all. FPL Fella, thanks for the £5 super chat. He says, buy yourself a fireball and do it properly. God, did anyone see that video? I just won the award, got back to my table, I was like, yeah. And then the above average FPL guys handed me a fireball shot in a little shot glass. And they were like, dude, shot that. So I was like, oh no, what's this? It's like chili flavoured shots. So it's like a tiny bottle with like the tiniest little rim. So I was like this, and it wasn't coming out fast enough. So I was like that for about 30 seconds, and it just wasn't coming out. If that was a shot glass, I would have had it down in one. But oh, it's horrible. What's it called? Fireball. Why is fireball a thing? Horrible shot. Barat, thanks for the super chat. He says, congrats on the award, Oscar. Super well deserved. He's got 4 free transfers. And he's looking at going Haaland, Strand Larsen, Garnacho and Mbeumo out for Jackson, Isak, Saka and Bruno this week. Having exact money and no hits. I mean, those are 4 unbelievable moves, but it's not ideal selling Mbeumo when he's got Everton and Leicester to come still. But Bruno's fixtures are equally good. Can you not just keep Mbeumo? Or can you not just do Garnacho to Bruno and then delay Saka? Can you not do that and save yourself a transfer? And then you get Bruno and Mbeumo. Does that work? By selling Garnacho, or does that not work in terms of affording that? Song and artist in the background. This one is Harris Heller, Hazel's Comet. Hazel's Comet. I mean, if you can afford to save that one move, Barat, let me know if you can afford that. Otherwise, yeah, I'd say all 4 moves are good. But like, if you can just do Garnacho to Bruno, because obviously Saka, like, we don't know 100% he'll play, then that's even better. But I like those moves. They make sense. Did he say anything in chat? I'm trying to read. No. Check if you can afford that. FCH Sean with the 25 months. He said, good morning, Oscar. Best FPL content creator. Good luck all. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for your long-standing support as well. Appreciate it. No, nothing from Barrett. Thanks, Shiraz. So yeah, my plan is Johnson to Saka, and I'm just going to have to hope that Saka plays. Well, I'll keep an eye, actually, if there's any news this morning. Like, if he's spotted at the hotel or arriving with the squad or anything. Joe Troy, morning, mate. Congratulations on the award the other night. You deserve it. Thanks very much, Joe. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was an unbelievable night. I really, really enjoyed it. It's good to have Miss Focal with me as well. I thank the subscribers in my speech as well. Thanked you all. And I thanked her as well, actually. She was recording me. It was hosted at the Spurs Stadium. And I opened my speech by saying, the irony is not lost on me winning silverware here before Spurs. I got a few boos and a few cheers that one. And then I finished the speech by saying, because it's the Football Content Awards, so I finished by saying, as Bill Shankly once famously said, some people will have you believe football's a matter of life and death. I assure you, it's much, much more than that. Facts. Oh, we got Dylan in the chat. He says, come on, you Spurs. Miss Focalette. I didn't see if Barrett replied. Let me see what he said. He said, I can afford that and delay Mbeumo to Saka. I already have Salah and Palmer. I was hesitant removing Haaland before a weak Spurs defence. I just think Mbeumo to Saka can be delayed a couple of weeks, in my opinion. So I think it makes sense to do the other moves and save a transfer as well. What is the giveaway? So I'm going to announce it later. I've not even announced it yet, actually, but I've mentioned before, like on my site FPL.page or on the app, the costs have like gone through the roof. Like I'm spending like 150 quid a month just to host it and keep it running, and it's not monetized at all. So I've had to put adverts on it. So for those that hate adverts, I've basically added, I'll show you again. I've added like a £1.49 membership where you can change the themes like that. You can add and remove the widgets, so you can move them around wherever you want them. It works on mobile and your phone. You can remove the ones you don't like entirely. So you get loads of little perks like that. And because I've set this up, I can now just give away coupon codes to get free membership for the entire season. So I thought that'd be quite a nice idea for the streams. So I'll give away coupon codes during the streams, and then you can redeem them on the website and get the entire season membership for free. So that was the giveaway. So I was thinking maybe we could do those during streams, depending on if you guys would like that or not. If you're not really asked, then I won't do them again. But we'll do it today because I've already generated the codes. I've generated 3 as well. Shall I captain Isak? I think there's probably better captains this week. I mean, this is the projections. Isak is up there, but Haaland's... Wait, Haaland's top now. He snuck up. So Haaland 7.7, Salah 7.6, Palmer 6.7, Isak 6.4. Let's do a captain poll. Who is your captain? So we'll go Haaland. I guess we'll go Haaland, Salah, Palmer and other. So if you go other, message in chat. I guess there's a few Isak captainers. Anyone going Bruno? Anyone else I'm not thinking of? Give me that code, big boy. Yeah, we'll do the giveaway. If you guys want to get ahead of the curve, sign up on the website or on the app, because it's free to sign up. And then you'll be ready to enter the code. Where do you enter it? You enter it on the site. Maybe I can show here what it looks like. So yeah, this is, I mean, you won't be able to see it all, but this is what it looks like. You can change the theme, so you can pick the colours. And you can move stuff around as well. So I'm going to announce this like after the stream. So yeah, you can completely customize it. There's little buttons there, move to top, move to bottom. Those make it a bit easier on mobile. Yeah, and when you're not subscribed, there's a button that says like click here to hide ads or something. And then that's where you enter the code. So I'll do that during the stream. Rumours that Rice isn't starting. Damn. Is that true? Shiraz has already got it installed. Nice one, Shiraz. Rice isn't playing, Andy replied. Is he? Okay, is there anything on Saka then? I need to keep an eye on the Saka news. Let's have a look what's happening on Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky as well, by the way, if anyone's got that. We'll be posting on both. Oh yeah. No Rice. Damn. So has he said anything? That's the tweet there. Has he said anything about Saka? Let's check. Should I just DM him? Have you heard anything about Saka, mate? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, but I'm probably not going to get a reply to that. He's not posted anything about Saka, I don't think. Just that Rice is out. Yeah. Just DM Saka. Oh yeah, I should just go straight to the source. Imagine that. Imagine if someone was like mates with a footballer that made FPL content. Maybe one day. Maybe one day it'll happen. I mean, there's loads of footballers that play FPL now. Like, look here. Give it a sec to load. These are all the footballers that play FPL. Let's change my theme back to blue. Jota's 112k. Oh yeah, I did Madison over the international break. He's 281k. Kelleher's 770k. Trent's just inside the top mill. James Justin's insane at FPL. He's got like 3 or 4 top 10Ks. He's come top 5K before. Trippier's 5 million. Gordon's 4.9 million. And Didi's 8.4 million. He's at the bottom. Oh, he sold himself last game week. And Didi sold himself for Semenyo. That's got to be sad, selling yourself when you're an FPL team. Dave Jones, thanks for the super chat. He says, bench 1 out of Son, Mbumo, Cunha, Rao, Visser and Rogers. My initial thought was Cunha, because he's playing away at Fulham, which is not an easy fixture. It does sound insanity to bench Cunha, but... I mean, who would you bench? I feel like Cunha is the one. It's Cunha or Rogers. I don't think you bench Rao, home to Wolves. But Rogers is home to Palace. I wouldn't bench Mbumo. You can't bench Son. He's got a great record against City. Out of all of those... It's Cunha or Rogers. I reluctantly would say Cunha, but that is a proper benching headache, that. I'd say Cunha. How ethical is it to have 2 FPL accounts, Oscar? Well, it's against the terms of service, so if you get caught, I guess they would just take down one of your teams. I think loads of people do it. There's people out there that make like set and forget teams, which obviously never end up doing well rank-wise, really. There's people that do like anti-FPL, where the goal is to score the lowest points possible. So I think there's loads of it, and they're never going to be able to find all your teams, but I'll never do it, because obviously I'm not going to risk that. That'd be daft. I would like to see them add the ability to make second teams, but like tied to your account, but they don't log a rank. I did a mock-up on it like years ago. Because imagine if you could enter extra teams, but your additional ones don't actually log a rank at the end of the season. So you could do stuff like a set and forget challenge, or they could create loads of challenges. I guess now they've done FPL challenge, they're never going to consider it, but stuff like set and forget would just never happen in FPL challenge, obviously. You know, they could have a challenge like one player per team on regular FPL. There's loads of things they could do there, but I think that boat has sailed now with FPL Challenge coming around. Would you free hit? I've got 3 red flags, all in defence, with Lewis and Mazraoui, 1 free transfer. No, I think I'd rather take hits and save the free hit. You should gain more from it in a double game week. Maybe in a blank. Oscar, what's the mystery chip? Tell us. I have no idea. No idea. What do you guys think it is? Boona says, I saw your Reddit page and the FPL challenge was your idea. No, not exact. No, I wouldn't claim it's totally my idea. I did a mock-up last season of like 5-a-side FPL. I don't know if I'll be able to find it now. Oh, this is it. I mean, this is actually quite crazy. Look at this. I don't know if that fits in there. Maybe not. Oh. So I did a mock-up. I don't know when this was, like a year or 2 ago. I did like a 5-a-side FPL thing. And obviously FPL Challenge is kind of like that. Not the bench. I'm not claiming, by the way, they have like seen any of this, but it's interesting. I said I hope next season Haaland's 15 mil. And then I did a thing where I said you should be able to roll up to 5 free transfers there. You see that there? So maybe they saw it, maybe not. But it's cool they're receptive to feedback if they did see it, but who knows, maybe they didn't see it at all. But it's nice that they're still making changes to the game, because they could just sit on what's an absolute winner. I know FPL Challenge isn't that popular though, but I think it's good that they're branching out and trying stuff. Sorry for stalking you though, no worries. Apparently the Rice expert Con Harrison's deleted his post about Rice, so who knows if he'll be fit. Oh, okay, there you go. Maybe not, or maybe he got told off for leaking it. Who knows? I'll keep an eye in case he replies, but I'm sure he won't reply to that DM about Saka. Let's have a check if there's any news. Has he deleted it? Oh yeah, he has. Ooh. Nick says bench 1 out of Foden, Rodgers, Cunha, Visser and Solanke. I'd bench Solanke out of all of those, Nick. I just think all the other players have got better prospects this week than Solanke against City. I know the City team can be got at and they've got injuries, but I just feel like he's the worst of those 5, so I'd bench Solanke. Jan says, I've done already Haaland and Johnson to Isak and Salah. How about DCL to João Pedro from -4? From -4. Do you have to start DCL, Jan? I would be tempted just to get ahead of the curve, because DCL, he's done, isn't he? Absolutely done. I feel like I'd be very tempted to do that, just to get ahead of the curve again with your forwards. But if you've got someone else to play, I wouldn't do it. Watching from a pigsty? No way. Tag me in a photo on Twitter of where you're watching from. In fact, all of you, tag me in a photo of your stream setup and I'll retweet it. I always love to see where you guys are tuned in from, what your stream setup is. And then watching in bed still? Anyone not up yet? And then watching on TV or on their phone out and about? Listening in the background? What's everyone's stream setup? Butter Knight says, I got Robinson, Smith Rowe, Rao. But I'm playing Gabriel and Cunha on the bench. Feel like I'm making a mistake. Should I swap some out? I would start Gabriel over Robertson, definitely. Smith Rowe or Cunha? Yeah. I think that makes sense. I'd just start Gabriel. Smith Rowe versus Cunha's pretty close. That is close. Like Smith Rowe's got the home game. Wolves have conceded the most goals. So I think you've got it right there, except for Gabriel. Watching on 3 different screens. StatPad and the view account. Watching from New Zealand. It's 9 PM in Melbourne. Watching the cricket and the stream. Oh, what was that? Did I just get a DM? My phone flashed up. Nothing on Saka. I've lost all my windows now. So where did I get to? Blackfinch. He said, hey Ollie, my name's Oscar, but that's fine. Everyone calls me Ollie by mistake. That's happened my whole life, actually. I've got so used to it. He says, thoughts on this? He's got 4 free transfers. Haaland, Solanke, Foden and Smith Rowe. Haaland, Solanke, Foden and Smith Rowe. Salah, Isak, Jackson and Bruno Fernandes. To be fair, I think that's worth it. The thing is, this week, like, it's such a great fixture for Haaland, but if you look at the moves you're able to make there, you're going to swap Haaland to Isak. Isak could definitely go big against West Ham. Solanke's got City. Foden, yeah, he could come up, but he's not been great so far this season. And Smith Rowe to Bruno is a clear upgrade. I would do it, Blackfinch. I think those are 4 great moves. I would do it. Whatever happens, on paper, that is a clear upgrade. That is a great way to spend 4 moves. Out in the rain, headphones in, walking the dog. Good luck in the upcoming lawyers exams as well, Senior Lump. You're currently bricking it. You got this, mate. You got this. You've studied for it. You got it. So Captain Poll, 67% Salah, 21% Haaland, 9% Palmer, 3% other. So Haaland's almost a differential captain this week. Oscar, can you do a weather update? I could do a weather update. Let me check what the weather is. For what region? I mean, there's rumours of snow in Manchester. Looks like it's going to be alright. Today's forecast in Manchester, 14 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is 55%. We might see that climb to 60%. Humidity is actually at 91%. There's going to be a fairly mild breeze of 19 miles per hour winds. It might even reach, it might actually drop to 18 mile per hour winds today, but so it shouldn't impact the curve on the ball too much from players shooting, especially in those stadiums that are nicely guarded. That was the worst forecast ever. Lots of snow in Leeds, is it really? Watching a bed from Spain, very nice. Weatherman Focal. Thanks, Jack. Right. Greetings from Munich. Give me your best yodel. I don't know how to yodel. How does one yodel? Calafiori likely to start from Andreas. Thanks for 34 months as well. Calafiori. Yeah, he should do. I think it's going to be Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber. That should be the back four. I mean, Arteta said that Calafiori's back in training, so I would say based on that he should. I don't know if I'd be buying Calafiori though, if that's what you're asking. I just don't trust him enough to be starting every game, but I feel like that's got to be the back four. I mean, is anyone buying Calafiori or Timber? I feel like I'd rather just find the money for Gabriel, Saliba, if I was going to get a defender. 1:30 AM in BC, Canada. Are you staying up till the deadline? Or are you... What's the plan there? That is late. I think I missed the super chat. It was Mikkel. He said, who to start between Cunha, João Pedro and Visser? I think Visser. Visser's underlying numbers have been insane this season. Like, incredible. I'd say Visser. Out of those three. I mean, they're all pretty close. They could all smash it. That is a proper benching dilemma. But I'd say Visser. You can afford Calafiori and Palmer with 0.0 left over, so it seems like a decent choice. If he stays fit, don't get me wrong, Calafiori is going to be a beast. He's been a bit in and out so far. But I mean, Timber's going to be needed in right back because White's out for months now. I think he had surgery, so we're not going to see White for at least a few months. So Timber's going to be needing right back, so maybe Calafiori just keeps playing the left back. Obviously he's got Zinchenko and Kivior that can play there, but Calafiori's the first choice left back, 100%. Triple captain Haaland. You're actually going for it, Monkey. Ido says, who should I start, Mbumo or Semenyo? I'd start Mbumo between those two. Not a bad fixture against Everton. On penalties, take some set pieces. Semenyo's great as well, but I mean, Brighton's a difficult game, I think. I'll be interested to see if Dunk comes back into the team, assuming he's fully fit, or if he persists with Igor and Van Heck, because I might buy a Brighton defender game week 13. So I'm looking at Van Heck or Dunk potentially to sell Lewis, because Lewis has got Liverpool. And then maybe I'd bench Vardiol. So I'd play Gabriel, Porro, and then Dunk / Van Heck and bench Vardiol, potentially. Mohit says, Solanke to Isak, Watkins, Havertz or Jackson. Yeah, we did a segment on Isak, Watkins and Jackson on yesterday's video, and we broke it all down. And basically, to give you the short answer, Isak out of those four. So Solanke to Isak. Aaron Chase says, would you triple captain Salah this week? Ramsdale and Bednarek injured. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, Aaron, and it's definitely an opportunity. I just wonder if it's better to save it for when Liverpool play home to Southampton, or, you know, when he's home to Ipswich or someone else, Leicester. It's not a bad week to use it. Definitely isn't. I think I'd rather use it in a home fixture though, or a double game week. But I think a home fixture if I was going to use it. Rob Dag says, watching from Hong Kong, thoughts on a cheap defender, Leif Davis versus Hull. I'd avoid Davis. I mean, what's his fixtures like? They're pretty mixed now, aren't they? They're not too bad after this week. Nottingham Forest, Palace, Bournemouth, Wolves. For me, he just reminds me of Doughty. Like, he's got the attacking threat, but they're going to concede like basically every game. So I'd rather get Hull. Better defence. He's still got an attacking return in him. He's playing well this season. I'd go for Hull. I like Colwell as well. I think Colwell's really an underrated pick. He's 4.5 mil. I think I'd actually be tempted by Colwell slightly more than Hull, just for nailedness. I think Hull's going to play 90% of games, but does he play every single game when the schedule gets packed? Which it's about to. Like in December, the deadlines are Tuesday, Saturday, Thursday, Sunday. Does he play every single game? I mean, maybe Colwell doesn't as well. But I like the Hull pick. I do rate it, and it's a great fixture this week. Vlad says, Team 1, transfer Konsa out for Colwell or Hull, or just play Mikalenko. Team 2, play Porret or Moreno, or transfer Porret to a 4.5 millish defender, if so, who? I don't know if I'd want to sell Konsa, because they still got some nice games after this week. So, but then Porro's home to Fulham, then he's got Bournemouth away, he's got a couple of nice games as well. I'd be tempted to just play Miko and save a transfer and wait for something better to spend it on, if it was me. Yeah, I'd be tempted to just save the move, rather than buying Colwell or Hull. Don't get me wrong, like one of those, maybe both, could get a clean sheet this week, but like Mikalenko's home to Brentford. They've got Branthwaite back. And Porro, like, he's great to play home to Fulham or Bournemouth way, and then you sell him. But yeah, if I was going to do either of those, I'd sell Porro rather than Konsa. Just because Villa have still got some nice fixtures to come. And if I was going to pick one, I think I'd actually go Colwell over Hull. Balmoa says, better to do Saliba and Bruno or Hall and Saka. I prefer the Hall and Saka, but yeah, I think Hall and Saka just edges it. It's very close that though. But maybe like Colwell instead of Saka. I think a lot of people would disagree with that though. I think a lot of people would say Bruno over Saka. I just think long term the fixtures, I want Saka. And I guess if you've got loads of transfers, you could go Bruno for 2 weeks. So it depends on that. If you've got a bunch of free transfers, then perhaps just get Bruno. And then find a way to go Bruno to Saka later. Because obviously after the next two, Man United have got 3 horrendous games. I think it's Arsenal away, Forest home, City away. By the way, yeah, so my planned transfers, I'm going to go Johnson to Saka. I've had this one planned for ages. I made 2 moves last week to free up the exact money for this. Exactly 0.0 in the bank, so that's what I'm planning on doing. But I'm going to just keep an eye out till nearer the deadline, just in case there's any news. Should I start in Mbumo or Semenyo? I think I did that one, didn't I? In Mbumo. Van der Ven replacements. Colwell is good. Hall's good. Digne is good. Trent replacements, asks AB. If you haven't got Gabriel, I'd say he's the number 1. I'd go Gabriel. Am I losing the plot? Or I've still got faith in Arsenal defence. I still think they're going to come good. But I've been saying that a few weeks and it's not happened yet, so I might be losing the plot. Is Johnson a sell? I think it is an opportunity to sell because there's players like Semenyo, Rodgers. If you can find some extra money, Bruno's great. Morning, Andre. How we doing, mate? When will we get the codes? Oh yeah, let's do that now, shall we? So, If anyone's not done it yet, this is your final warning to sign up on the FPL.page. It's free to sign up. And basically what we're going to do now is we're going to gift 3 memberships where you get the entire rest of the season premium for free on FPL.page. It's a new thing, 'cause I've had to put ads on it because the costs are like insane. So now I've added a subscription, which is like £1.49, where you can hide the ads, you can change the theme however you want it, you can add and remove widgets, so you get rid of the ones you don't like or you don't use. You can also change the layout on mobile and desktop. So I'm going to announce, I haven't even announced it yet, I'm going to announce it probably after the stream finishes. And you'll get the entire rest of the season for free. So I'm going to reveal the codes now. What's it? Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. I did a little present as well. Okay, are you ready? Get ready with the codes. I'll give you 30 more seconds to quickly sign up. And then you go to the subscribe thing on the website or click hide to remove ads. And then it will ask you for a code. Alright, are you ready? 3 codes available, so claim them quickly. And you'll get the entire rest of the season for free. Here we go. The code is there. So that'll cover you for the entire rest of the season. There's 3 that are available to claim, so go get them quick. There's the code, Gameweek12 gift. I can't sign up that quick. I've only just announced it, to be fair, so you might do it in time if you're quick. Gameweek12 gift is the code, and that gets you the entire rest of the season for free. So whatever that is, 6 months. I think I actually did 7 months just to be sure, because I wasn't sure when Gameweek 38 ended. It might be like the 22nd or the 24th of May or something, so it might have just been short. It is 7 months. It takes a second to load. Yeah, there's a button in the corner. It says like click here to hide ads. Or you press sign in and then there's a pop-up. Claimed it already. That was rapid. Are you serious? So that gets you the entire rest of the season completely free. I'm going to properly announce it after the stream. Is that 2 gone already? G got 1. Times 2 got it 1. Chris got the other one. Fair play. Congrats, guys. Oscar's got the nicest eyes of all the content creators. Thanks very much. They're gone. What, so where do you claim the code? They're gone now, but top left on the website and app it says like click here to hide ads, or you can use the top right thing where it says sign in, and then you log in with your Google account or your Twitter account, and then there's a page where you sign up. You sign up for the subscription, and then it says enter your coupon code here. So yeah, if you guys would like that, I could do like more giveaways on streams. I've also got 5 memberships to gift for the stream, so let's give those away. Make sure you spam something in chat, because I think it gives them to people that are active in chat. So chuck some message in chat as well. I'm going to give away some channel memberships. 5 memberships coming. Morning British, how we doing? Alright, in 10 seconds I'm going to gift 5 memberships to chat as well, completely free. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming. Who got them? Oh, it pops up on my feeder as well. Thanks very much to FPL Focal for the 5 gifted memberships. Welcome to the new members as well. There we go, so proper giveaway today. Christmas has come early. Entire season membership on fpl.page done, or the FPL Focal app. 5 gifted memberships as well. So if you guys like the giveaways, then I can do more of those on streams. Just let me know in chat. Alright, keep your questions coming. In fact, let's do Kings of the Gameweek as well. Well done to everyone that guessed Bruno Fernandes right before the break. It was Bruno who was King of the Gameweek with 17 points, top scorer. Who's it going to be Gameweek 12? Get your guesses in the chat. Nev says, morning Oscar, congrats on the award. The look of shock on your face was priceless. Very well deserved. I know, honestly, look at the video. Honestly, it was like the best night ever. I couldn't believe it. They're like, FPL Focal. And you can see on my face, I'm like, no way. There's Miss Focal. Proud girl for a moment. Alright, get your guesses in the chat. Kings of the Game Week. What we got? Haaland, Salah or Diaz. You can't pick two, Tom. That's cheating. Gabriel, Haaland, Watkins. Fully deserved, mate. Thanks, G. Salah or Neto. Can't be picking two. Got to pick one. Oh, Cabbage Lord with the 5 gifted as well. Thanks very much, Cabbage Lord. What a legend. Thanks for the support, mate. Welcome to all the new members. Foden, King of the Game Week. Nunes, Isak, Salah, Cunha, Semenyo. Bruno again. Bruno again. Imagine if it's Bruno back to back. That would be absolutely killer as a non-owner. Kanate, Dallo, Vissa. Morning, Jonathan. How we doing? Delap, Palmer easily. Yeah, Palmer's barely been mentioned. He's been seen in training, so he's got to start. You got the Google error. What's the Google error? Andre, if you're here, can you look into the Google error? What's the Google error? Can you send me a DM on Twitter of what the Google error is? Seems to be working for me. Send me a DM of whatever the Google error was. Because we're only just launching it, so we've got to like fix all the bugs. Let me sign in here. Access blocks. FPL Focal's request does not comply with Google's policies. Holy shit, you serious? We just got verified by Google yesterday. Or maybe I won't announce it then. Andre, if you're here, can you have a look into that? Let me copy that message and send it to him.
Like a beautiful memory or a casual passing ghost.
Give me a sec, sorry. I've forgotten what my bloody password is. I'll have to do this after the stream. ABC123. It's not working? No, that's not my password. Adam Ahmed says triple captain Salah. If I had it, I think I'd still save it for when he plays them home. Personally. It is definitely an opportunity. Like we were talking about it quite a bit earlier. But I think I'd save it for when he's got a home fixture. Philip says, finally caught the stream. Good morning from Seattle. Good morning, Seattle. What time's it there, Philip? Appreciate you tuning in so early. Or late if you're still up. Fizzer says, hi Oscar, love the streams. Yes, I'm in bed. Fair play. Hey, it's still early, depending on where you are, actually. Or still late. Or it could be afternoon, I suppose. Any news on Colwell? I saw him in a training photo, so I'm guessing he's fine. 3:50 a.m. in Chicago, staying up watching the deadline stream. Shout out to Ridge staying up till 10 to 4 in the morning for the deadline stream. Clean sheet odds. What's the Wi-Fi symbol by your face mean? I actually don't know. I just thought maybe it's something to show that we're live, but it doesn't really make sense, does it? God, I'm really annoyed by this issue now. Google blocking it. Took us ages to get everything lined up and ready. Let me try one more time. How do I not know what my password is? I've got so many bloody passwords. Oh, I might have got it. I'm in. I just want to try and replicate that error. Continue. Right. Anurag, thanks for the super chat. He says, congrats, Oscar. I have a dilemma for this game week. I have 2 free transfers, 2.5 mil in the bank. But with Trent, Mavididi, Lewis Wood, Mikalenko, and I have to start 3 of the 5. Do I take a hit to sell Trent, Mavididi, and Lewis, or I sell Trent and Mavididi and play Miko or Lewis? So, I agree with selling Trent and Mavididi, but who do you have in defence? Can you go to Gabriel, or have you got him? Google block happened to me as well, yesterday and today. What the hell? I'll have to look into that. Or maybe it won't announce it yet. I tried with multiple accounts myself and they all work. Checking with a friend. That's so weird. You were able to sign in with Google, Gabriel. It worked with Google, yeah? On the website or on the app? Sorry, I'm getting really sidetracked now. G says, I just hit the like button on the stream and I got a cool FPL animation. There you go, hit the like to see the animation. Is Google blocking the Focal app? I'm not sure. Some people have reported that it's blocking them, but I don't know. All got the same error message on 3 accounts. What the hell? That's so annoying. I'm signed in though. Am I? Yeah, I just signed in. I don't understand. I'm signed in. On Google, just did it on my phone. I was signed in via Google on the mobile app. Should I trade my Google login for a Twitter login for a -4? That's so bizarre. It's working for me. Is it maybe a VPN problem? Shouldn't be. I signed in with Google on the website. I just signed in on my phone and it worked. But I'm going to have to try and troubleshoot that. Nice way to get loads more likes. Sorry, let's get back to Anurag's question. So he's got 2 free transfers. So I'd sell Trent and Mavididi. Do you have Gabriel, Anurag? You have Gabriel. Okay. So, if Trent's 7 mil, let me go back to my team. So you've got something nicer to look at. You'll have 2.5 mil in the bank. Plus, what's Mavididi? 5.2, 7.7. I feel like you don't need to take the -4 and play Mikalenko. So who's there for 7.7 million? You could do... Have you got Raya? Because if not, you could go Saliba, go double defence, and then buy Semenyo. I quite like that. It's working on the website, but not on phone. Okay. What's the background music? This song's actually on my channel. If you go on my channel profile, there's a little playlist called Music. It's one that I made. Sell Google buying video. So yeah, maybe that works, Anurag, to go Trent down to a cheaper defender like Colwill, and then Mavididi up to Semenyo, and then you've got loads of money in the bank for another juicy move another week. Like selling Lewis next game week, or the one after. I'm so behind on super chats. Sorry, everyone. Manprit says, is it worth doing Porro and Johnson to Norrie and Bruno for a -4? I think that's just about worth a -4. It's not a great week to buy Norrie, let's be honest, though. But I understand the fixtures long term are great. He's on 4 yellows, though. I feel like I'd rather get someone like Colwill or Hull. I mean, what do you guys think? Is it worth buying Norrie now when he's away at Fulham for a -4 and on 4 yellows? I think it's worth it though, because Porro and Johnson up against City, yeah, they're not going to do much there, you'd imagine, but who knows, we'll see. 40 says, congrats on the award, dude, well deserved. Thanks very much, 40. I've got it here as well, look. Best in fantasy football, FPL Focal. Unreal. Can't believe it. Stevie says he's got one free transfer. Solanke to Isak and bench Rodgers or play Rodgers. I think that's worth it. I'd do Solanke to Isak. I know it means benching Rodgers, but Solanke to Isak's way better than Rodgers this week, on paper. Monish says, downgrade Trent to Colwill, or Hall, or Van Heck. I really like Colwill. Out of all of the 4.5 mil defenders. I think, like, Digne's got potential, but I'm not going back there. I'm never going back to Digne, I've promised myself. But yeah, I like Colwill. I think Hall's great as well. There's loads of options right now. Like, Duncan Van Heck look great from next week. Digne looks good this week, but I like Colwill. Unless you don't have Gabriel, then I'd go Trent to Gabriel. Fizzer says, Mbumo to Saka -4 or not. Also, Colwill, Lewis and Hall bench 1. No, don't take the -4 and bench Lewis. FPL Mika with the 32 months. Bench Mbumo, Rodgers, Johnson or Solanke. It's between Johnson and Solanke. A bit of a coin toss. But I'd say bench Johnson. Rio says, rank 6 million. Should I sell Haaland to Isak and Bruno for -4? Not for a -4. I'd do it. I'd be tempted to do that for free, but not for a -4, Rio. I think it's a great fixture for Haaland, right? He's up against Spurs, playing home, and Spurs have got no Van de Ven, no Romero. Missing both first choice centre backs. Yeah, can anyone that got that Google error send me a screenshot on Twitter, please, or Blue Sky, just to try and troubleshoot that, because I've not seen that before. Angel says Son and Solanke to Bruno and Isak. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That makes sense to me. If I had those two and didn't have Bruno or Isak, I think I'd do the same. How long we got? 1 hour till deadline, so I'm going to wait a bit longer, but my plan is to go Johnson to Saka. Like that. That's my plan move. Moonhash says Trent to Colwill / Hall. Or Van Dijk, Kanate or Saliba. I already have Gabriel. I don't have Raya. It will be a -4. Also ready to have Digne. I like Saliba, and you double up at the back. Unless going to Colwill enables a big upgrade somewhere else. Oh, thank you, Apprentice. Let me send that on to the developer. Specifically to Android users on the app. Is everyone that's got that error on Android? Thank you, Sudes. Yeah, Moonhash. So I think I'd go double the Arsenal defence, Gabriel Saliba. Unless going all the way down to Colwill frees up a massive upgrade somewhere else. That's the only thing to weigh up. Digne is fine. You definitely play Digne. He's great for the next 4. I'm on Android. This is Android prejudice. It seems to possibly be just Android users that are getting the error. But I don't know why. Not sure why. I'll troubleshoot that after the stream, and maybe we'll just have to launch with it not working for Android on mobile specifically. But you can still use Twitter instead to sign in. Yeah, so Moonhash, just double check. So Trent to Colwill. Yeah, so just check if there's anything you could spend that money on that would be a better combination. Otherwise, I would go to Saliba out of those. Android for iPhone for a -8. Thanks, Faizan. Strand Larson or João Pedro? João Pedro. Blue King Axelurtle. Hello. Hello. Welcome back for another video. Best Chelsea defender to buy? I'd say Colwill. I'm on Android and your app's working okay. Yeah, it's just the new feature. We've added like a thing where you can sign in. You can sign into the app and you can... There's a subscription now to hide all the ads and get like custom themes and stuff and change the layout. Some people that are on Android and on mobile seem to be having trouble signing into Google, but I've asked the developer to take a look in the background. We've been working on it for months, so that's really annoying, but we might just have to launch it as is and then fix that in a minute. I use your app on my Android tablet. I'm glad it works on that. Official INZ, hey Oscar, congrats on winning your much deserved award yesterday, much deserved. Thank you mate, appreciate it. Dunk or Kirkes? If I knew Dunk was back in the 11, then Dunk, but he's on his way back from injury. Does he 100% start, or could it be Igor and Van Heck for another game? So if I had to pick one, I'd say Kirkes. I'm just curious, but is this your job? I'd love FPL content to be my job. It is, yeah. That was never the plan. I originally started this channel as a hobby during lockdown. And yeah, I never thought it'd come to anything. It was just something to keep busy, basically. And then, yeah, to my surprise, more and more people started watching videos and stuff. And then eventually I was able to take the leap. Why do people rate Dunk? It's because of Brighton's fixtures. And Brighton are just a pretty solid team defensively, and he's only 4.4 mil. Oh, yeah, let me end the captain poll. There we go. I mean, look at the fixtures. So Bournemouth obviously away is not great, but look at Gameweek 13. That's a great entry point there. Home to Southampton, Fulham away, Leicester, Palace, West Ham, Brentford. It's quite a nice run where you'd be comfortable enough starting him every week. Manprit says, who is the best 5.2 mil defender option? I already have Gabriel, Robertson, Keane and Johnson. 5.2. I think I'd just go down to Colwell or Hull for 4.5 mil. Clean sheet odds. Clean sheet odds. This is from 11FI, this graphic. Those are the clean sheet odds for this game week. Yeah, I think I'd go down to someone like Colwell. I mean, you could go Digne. He's got 3 great fixtures in the next 4, all of them home. One of those, Manprit. Perhaps Colwell. Thanks, Irad. Semenyo or Son? I mean, if that's who to start, you can't bench Son. Cannot bench Son. Havertz to Jackson. Yeah, I like that. What's up with Maddison? He's not been starting. I think Postacoglu's just tweaked the system a bit because it was a bit too attacking when you've got everyone starting. Kulusevski, Maddison, Johnson, Son, Solanke. So, I mean, on paper it's meant to give them a better shape, but they did lose to Ipswich before the break, in fairness. FPL Focal's biggest fan. What username? Bench 1 out of João Pedro, Rogers and Cunha. Probably Cunha, but it's really close, that one. No, I think I'd bench João Pedro. Just in case he's still like easing his way back in a little bit. You know, he might come off a little bit early. We'll have to see. I don't think you can bench Cunha over João Pedro, can you? Any Chelsea leagues? Don't think so. Let me have a look if we've had anything in the background here. Oh yeah, Chelsea's the first game, isn't it? Trent's not trained due to injury. Van Dijk's all good. Alisson, Jota, sidelined. No, nothing. Oscar, you're beautiful. Thanks very much. Rare I get a compliment like that on the deadline stream. Any McNeil news? Yeah, I'm sure I heard he's back in training now and available. Hi Soyby, how we doing? No surprise Focal hitting 1 mil subscribers next year. No chance. Maybe 300k. I don't think even that's possible next year. I don't think that's possible. 250k, I think it's got to be the goal for next year. 1 million, no chance. That'd be amazing, but no chance. Andy's the biggest channel. He's been going for, I don't know how long, 8 years? And what's he on, 400k? Mr. Member Chat, sorry Jago, yeah, so 12 months, 1 year Jago. He says Trent replacements, not Gabby, already got 3 Arsenal. Not Gabby. Well, you could just go down to Konate and stay on Liverpool. I think that's a great option. And he's a million cheaper than Van Dijk. After that, I think I'd honestly be going all the way down to someone like Colwell. Well, Colwell's been seen in training, Saipaz, so you'd imagine he's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's where I would go, Jago, if I was replacing Trent. You just go to Konate and you stay on the Liverpool defence, who are the best defence in the league right now. Or you go all the way down to someone like Colwell, if that extra money could come in handy. I do like the Konate pick. I think it'll be maybe a back four of Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate, Bradley this game week, and maybe Trent misses out. Fordy says Haaland to João Pedro, Johnson to Salah, 2 free transfers. Yeah, I mean this week it's just such a coin toss, isn't it? Like on paper, Pedro's better than Johnson. Haaland and Salah are equal, so with 2 transfers, I think that's a slight upgrade. Your live voice is exactly the same as your recorded voice. Well, obviously it's the same voice. Imagine if my voice was totally different. Developer said, can anyone who got the issue on Android try and sign in from the browser rather than the app and see if that has the same issue? Got to turn my CPU on now. Best channel from the past 2 years. Thanks very much, Josh. Appreciate that. Have you made your transfer? No, not yet. So my plan is Johnson to Saka. I'm just going to do it nearer the deadline, just in case there's some news on Saka. Works on the website. Okay, no one needs to test that. It works on the website. So it's just very specifically people trying to sign up on Android and signing into Google from their phone. So might have to just launch as is. There's ways around it. It still works on the website. Dr. Yazan, thanks for the super chat. Bench Raul Jimenez or Rogers by Bruno / Erdegaard as a differential. Thanks. I like Bruno more than Erdegaard, I'd say. Erdegaard's great when he's on it, but he's not quite there yet. Bench Raul or Rogers? I think I'd bench Rogers and start Raul. Very close that one as well, to be fair. So bench Rogers. I'd buy Bruno, not Erdegaard, this week. 6 yellow flags. Beat that. Can anyone beat 6 yellow flags? Let us know in chat. How many flags have you got? How are we doing, Levi? Samuel says, hello Oscar, hope you're good. Flacken and Trent to Ryan Hall from -4. Do you need to do Flacken to Ryan for the -4? Why don't you just do Trent to Hall and then buy Ryan next week? I feel like I don't really like taking a -4 for a keeper. Why don't you just get Raya next week for free? Basically, you're betting 4 points that Raya keeps a clean sheet and Brentford don't. You're betting 4 points on that, basically. Would you bet 4 points on that? I mean, look at the clean sheet odds. It's almost a coin toss. So you're flipping a coin on a 54% chance of Arsenal keeping one, but also you're betting on a 1 in 4 chance that Brentford don't keep one. I mean, the odds are a bit against you. I mean, I don't hate it. Long term, it makes sense, but I think I'd just do that Raya move next week. 5 yellow, 2 red. 7 flags. 2 yellows. British has got 6. There's no way you've got 10. 6 yellows. Jay's got 6. Jan's got 4. Damn. The video description says I'm on the wild card. Whoops. I need to update that. Let me try and do that quickly now. Definitely not on the wild card. That was a while ago. My wild card is active for Gameweek 12. Whoops. I'm not on the wild card. Thanks for the heads up on that. Saving, saved. Alright, should be good. Oh, he's ringing the door. Alright, I'm going to have to run down and get this because I keep ringing the... Oh, it might be the old nice postman again. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Right, sorry, back. God, what have I been ordering? I think I know what it is. I'm trying to make soap from scratch as a Christmas present. I'm out of breath now running down the stairs and back up. I didn't go toilet. It was the front door. Oh, I can't even show you the package because it's got my address on it. Right, sorry, let me catch up on the chat. Where did I get to? Sam says, Neto, Smith Rowe, Madueke is on wildcard 12 and 22k overall. I personally prefer Semenyo and Rodgers to any of those in that price range. I didn't go toilet. Look. Packages arrived. I think it's just soap making ingredients as well. It's like the worst gift. Yeah, I mean, I prefer those to Neto, Smith Rowe, Madueke, Sam. I'd get one of those, Rodgers or Semenyo. Awesome rank, by the way. What rank are you guys? Let us know in chat. What ranks everyone? Harvey says, who'd be the best to replace Johnson? If you've got extra money in the bank, then Bruno, obviously Saka, those guys. But if you're going down, then Semenyo and Rodgers. I'd say Semenyo and then Rodgers slightly. Harvey, thanks for the super chat. Connor says, congrats on the award, Focal, lad. Much deserved. Also, I can't believe Ross and Harry didn't drink your brew dogs with you. Never too early. I know, I couldn't believe that, Connor. I mean, it was like 12:30 in the afternoon, but it was an international break. So yeah, had the brew dog on my own on Ross's stream. He said afterwards, "You probably got me demonetized because I was drinking a beer on his stream and swearing." Cristobal says, start 2, bench 1, Semenyo, Rodgers, João Pedro. I think I'd start Semenyo and Rodgers, bench João Pedro. Just for the confidence and minutes of the other two. And the home fixtures. Pratik says, thanks for the 21 months, by the way. He says, start Ain't Nori, Mazraoui or Hall. Thank you. Of all of those, probably Mazraoui. And then Hall ahead of him on your bench. Ain't Nori last. Disgusting says, build your last wildcard before the deadline. Alright, I'll try and rustle one together. So I think I'd have Isak here. Saka there. Dunk. How much have I got? 0.6 I'm on the bank. Oh, I've got to look at all the flags. Maybe not Dunk. Maybe Van Heck just to be safe. That's all fine. And João Pedro. It'd be that, but someone instead of Lewis. I can't think who I'd put in there. 5.3. Konate. Oh, he's 5.4. Are you kidding me? You might be able to afford this though, depending on your team value. So there you go. If I was wildcarding, it'd be that. I mean, you could swap Greaves to another 4 mil, but he is back in training. Raya, Gabriel, Colwell, Konate, Van Hecken, Greaves on the bench, Semenyo, Bumo, Palmer, Salah, Saka, Isak, Cunha, João Pedro. I think that's the one, if I was wildcarding. James Oliver says, should I triple captain Salah or Palmer? If you are dead set on it, Salah, I would say. But I'd be tempted to save it for when he's got the home fixture instead. I mean, Salah and Palmer still got to play all 3 promoted teams home. They're obviously playing them away this week, which is still great. But they've still got to play all 3 at home. In Haaland's case, he's just got Leicester home to come from the promoted teams. I think my chat window's frozen here. Give me a sec. Pop out chat. There we go. Two secs. All right. Boom. Sorted. Keep your questions coming. If you enjoyed the stream so far, by the way, do hit like on it. Make sure you subscribe. Let's have a look at the scout selection. Let us know in chat how many players have you got this week. So their team is Pickford, Gabriel, Konate, Hall, Salah, Palmer, Saka, Semenyo, Watkins, Isak and Rao. How many's everyone got? Gameweek 12 free hit team. There's one here for inspiration. I mean, I'd probably go Kelleher over Pickford. Maybe change a couple of players around, but other than that, I like it. Adam says, should I wildcard or take a -8 for Haaland, Johnson and Trent for Delap, Saka and Salah? I'd be tempted to wildcard. Like, you're running out of weeks to use it, Adam. I'd think I'd use it. If I still have my wildcard and you're looking at -8 this week. Like, there's nice fixture swings and you could look at that wildcard team that we just put together. You got 5, 4, 5, 3, 7. Worm's got 7. Gary's got 6, 4, 7. Mikey's got 5. 8, 3, 5. Just 3 for FPL Apprentice. So who have I got? Gabriel, Salah, Palmer. I'll have Saka, Semenyo. Hang on, I've 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Not bad. Virtuals has got 3. Yeah, just to put it on the screen again quickly for you, Adam. Wildcard inspiration. There you go. Take a quick screenshot of that. Feel free to tinker with a few players though, as you please. You could go for Rodgers over Semenyo if you're tight for money. You could have someone cheaper than Konate if you're tight for money in that spot. If funds are not an issue, Jackson or Pedro? I'd say Jackson. Like, he's got Leicester and Southampton in his next 3. You just got to hope he avoids the yellow card because he is on 4. Once they get to, is it 19 games played? Then it becomes 10 for a suspension. So that is quite a while away. Morning, Ben. How we doing? Is Trent 100% out? Not 100%. What we've been told is that he's not trained. So, I mean, if there's ever a fixture to rest him, surely it's Southampton. Because after that, they've got Real Madrid and Man City. Pratik says, Watkins in for Solanke instead of Isak, please. I mean, I really like the Watkins pick, I do. I just think Isak may be slightly better. Like, look at Newcastle's fixtures. West Ham home, that's great. Got Palace away. Liverpool home, not great. But look at that run from Gameweek 15. Brentford away. Leicester home. Ipswich away. I mean, like, 5 of their next 6 are really good fixtures. Although I do get, like, Watkins is great as well for 3 of the next 4. Palace home, Brentford home, Southampton home. They've got Chelsea away and Forest away. So there is that as well. But yeah, Watkins is great. Don't get me wrong. The Duran effect as well, like, is he going to be coming off early a bit more? Possibly. Not always. Michael Radley says, would you do Haaland and Semenyo to Isak and Salah for free? I dropped from 100k to 500k not owning Salah, but I fear Haaland's going to go big against Spurs. I mean, on paper, that is an upgrade. Haaland and Salah, I mean, pretty neck and neck this week. FPL Review's got them literally 0.1 apart. If you know, believe in or like to use the projections. I know not everyone does, but I think it's like a reasonable thing to say, ignoring projections as well, that this week, Salah and Haaland are very close. Because obviously Spurs have got Romero and Van der Ven out. Salah's got Southampton, one of the worst teams in the league. No disrespect to like Southampton fans watching, but one of the worst teams defensively. And they've got no Ramsdale, no Bednarek. But Isak over Semenyo is an upgrade, 100%. Like, I wish I could have Isak this week. It's the sort of fixture where he could get a brace against West Ham and it wouldn't surprise you at all. They seem to be on an upwards curve as well. I think I would do it. Especially if you want to protect yourself a bit, because like not owning Salah, if you're looking to protect yourself and play that game, Salah's the protection move. Man Feeling says it's hard being a Saints fan. I mean, have you got Salah, Man Feelings, and are you captaining him against yourself? If you are. James Price says, as a Saints fan, Salah scoring a hat-trick. Will you guys captain players against your own team if you think they're the best captain, or is that just off the table for you in FPL? British, thanks for becoming a member. Thanks very much, British. Appreciate your support, mate. You're actually on my YouTube studio app, British. It shows me like who my top commenters are. And it's you and a few other names that are my top commenters. So I appreciate your support. Thanks for becoming a member as well. Is Palmer healthy? He's been spotted in training, so I think so. It's off the table. You don't do it. Ted doesn't do it. Never mentioned what team you support. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm going to buy Saka in a minute. I'm selling Johnson, buying Saka. You back your team every time. Fair play. Kano says, rank these 4 this game week. Lewison, Robinson, Vandenberg, Porro. So Robinson, then Vandenberg, then Lewis, then Porro. That would be my order. Absolutely. Celtic not in the Premier League. Do you play the Scottish one? Scottish, whatever it's called, EPL. I know they've got their own one. Does anyone play any other fantasy games? Like, I know there's a Serie A one, there's the Champions League one, Scottish Premier League. There's probably others I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, there's the new Championship one. Focal's got ADHD. I probably do, to be honest. I actually think I might do. I probably am. Probably am? I probably do. I was going to say probably am on the spectrum. It wouldn't surprise me. EuroLeague Basketball Fantasy. I didn't know there was a basketball one. That's cool. NBA Fantasy. Nice. No. Oh yeah, the Norwegian one. Elite Syrian Fantasy. Very nice, very nice. Can you see my draft team? Do people actually want to see my draft team? It's a pretty dead team. I think I'm top of the league. What's my team? Oh, I haven't even done my team this week on draft. Oh no, I've got... Oh my god. Oh, this is bad. Look at my draft team. I completely forgot about it. Look how many flags I've got. What the hell? Oh, god, this is bad. I mean, some of those flags should be okay. I think that's alright, isn't it? Is there any defenders I can bring in? Show available. Oh, Hall's available. Boom. Hall in for Aina. Confirmed signings. Welcome to Focal FC. I think I'll go like that. Save team. I guess I start Trent just in case, don't I? There we go. Did it live. That's my team. Flag FC. Right, keep your questions coming. What we got? Half an hour or so till deadline. What's draft? It's like another game mode where you can only pick a player once, so you take it in turns. It's really good if you've got like a nice group to play with. You take it in turns picking a player. And so like, say the first person goes and they pick Salah. The next person cannot pick Salah. So then maybe the next person goes like Haaland or something. And then you just keep going all the way through. So yeah, it's quite fun. It's a different challenge because everyone's got different players in every team. Simon says, does being a gooner ever subconsciously or consciously inform your FPL thinking? Or does FPL affect how you feel when you watch Arsenal play? I think sometimes, subconsciously. Like I look at last game week, and that was a mistake to play Raya over Fabianski. Maybe that was Arsenal bias, even though I didn't think it was. It might have been a bit of Arsenal bias there. Day 137 of calling Focal Smexy Geezer, we're back. Welcome back, Will. In terms of watching, in terms of FPL, like if we score, I'll still celebrate it, even if I don't own that player. I also think, oh, I wish that was Saka or like someone that I've got in my team, but I still celebrate the goals, 100%. Like you'll see me tweeting during games, like if one of our players scores that I don't own, I'll still be like buzzing that they've scored. But yeah, I think it might inform decision making sometimes as well. Let's have a quick look at who the most transfer players are this week. Who do you reckon is the most transferred in? Most transferred in. I guess it'd be Salah, would it? Or Isaac? Or Bruno? Is Colwell starting? He's been in training, so surely. Isaac, you reckon? Oh, it's Bruno. 688,000. Then it's Salah. Then it's Isaac. Van Dijk, Smith Rowe, Mazraoui, Cunha, João Pedro, Palmer Hall, Kanate, Visser, Welbeck, Jackson. Bruno, the most transferred in. Who's the most sold? Oh yeah, it's Trent. 500,000 have sold Haaland. 500,000. Solanke and Mbumo. 300,000 have sold in Mbumo. That's surprising. He's still got Everton and... Is it Ipswich? Damn. FPL Uproar says Trent and Wood to Timber and Isak, or Trent and Johnson to Timber and Saka for -4. I currently have a defence of Gabriel, Aina, Lewis and Greaves. I think Timber's good, just not 100% he starts every single game. But it's probably worth taking a risk if that's the only player you can afford. Why don't you get Kanate instead? I think I'd rather Kanate for about the same price. Trent and Wood to I wouldn't sell Wood though, so I prefer the Saka one. Sell Wood later, that's my plan. So I think I'd go... Yeah, I think I'd sell Johnson and get Kanate and Saka perhaps. I think that's better. But rather than Timber. Just because does Timber start every single game, especially when the schedule's busy. Maybe Partey comes in at right back. Is it true content creators earn 40 grand a stream? Not even close. Nowhere near that. So I think it's like 50 quid. Something like that. It depends on how the stream goes. Well, I can't speak for other creators, but I don't know where 40 grand's come from. Imagine that. I mean, you could actually work out the numbers. If someone like went through and added up all the super chats, you'd know how much. That's what you get in streams, whatever the super chats that pop up are. 40 grand, jeez, imagine. Everyone would be doing FPL YouTube if it was that good. Yeah, so I think I'd do Kanate and Saka. And then sell Wood later after Ipswich. It is something like that. Honestly, add it up. Shall I add it up for you now? I think it tells me here. I've seen it go like up to 100 before. Congrats on the award, Oscar. Thanks very much, Greg. Would you live stream every day? If it was 40 grand, trust me, I'll be doing 24-hour streams. Right, I think I'll wait about 20 minutes and then I'll lock in my move. I'm planning to do Johnson to Saka. Jafar, thanks for Super Chat. He says, I've got 6.1 to spend on a defender with Gabriel and Lewis already in the team, and I've got triple Arsenal. Who do I transfer in? I would say Konate, Jaffa. I'd say Konate. Or if you want to go down to a cheaper defender, I like Colwell for 4.5 mil. Does Saka start? I reckon he does. Maybe they'll give him the Sporting game off. That'd be my best guess. Because, like, what's the alternative? Playing Sterling right wing? Trossard is only just back from injury. Does he really play Trossard there? I feel like Saka starts and it maybe gets the Sporting game off. So I'd go Konate. Jaffa. Jovan says, Porro to which 5 mil defender for Saka? I'd look at Digne, Colwell, or Hull. I like Colwell. Rice is out according to the Arsenal in the nose on Twitter, which is worrying. Yeah, that's not great as someone that's got double Arsenal defence. So hopefully he's back. Game week 13. Adam says, my wildcard team is Pickford and Raya. Mikalenko, Saliba, Konate, Colwell, Lewis as defender, Smith Rowe, Palmer, and Bumo, Salah, Semenyo, Isak, Raudilla. I think you're spending too much in goal. You don't need Raya and Pickford. Why don't you just go Raya and Fabianski? Free up some money there. Yeah, I would do that. Like, if you go Pickford to Fabianski, then you can go Mikalenko or Lewis to a better defender. Great team, though. I like it. Andrew says, hey, Oscar, Trent to Konate or a cheaper defender? I like Konate. It just depends if you can use that extra money for something. Thanks very much, Flames. Yeah, it depends if you can use the money for something. If not, then I think Konate is great. What was he, 5.4 mil? Best defence in the league. Great value. It's kind of like, you know, Gabriel and Saliba of last season when they were, I think, 5.5 mil at the start of the season. Wait, how much is Gabriel? 6, isn't he? 6-1 now, yeah. Yeah, Konate, unless someone like Colwell unlocks a really good alternative move. Congratulations, Focal, for the FPL Content Award. Thanks, Positive Vibes. I appreciate the positive vibes. Ted Lovin, thanks for the 27 months. He says 27, bench 1 out of Bruno and Bumo, Palmer, Mo, Roger, Solanke, Strand Larson. I think Solanke. It's between Solanke and Strand Larson, but I think I'd bench Solanke. Playing away at City, like that makes the most sense to me. Mo says Haaland to Isak and Rogers to Salah for a -4. For a -4. I don't think I'd do it for a -4. Like, Rogers home to Palace is good. Isak is an upgrade. But then you need Salah to outscore Haaland by 4 points. Does that happen? Does Salah outscore Haaland by 4? That's what it boils down to. I don't think I'd do it for a -4. Yes, it's the Saints. Well, it also depends if you want to, like, protect yourself rank-wise, because Salah's effective ownership is going to be mental this week. Depends on your play style as well. There's bigger upside if you're keeping Haaland. I don't know if I'd do it for a -4. It's really close, that one. Do you play Sleeper? No, I don't play Sleeper. Who's got the high XGC between Leicester and Spurs? Leicester's will be way worse than Spurs. I don't think I'd do it for a -4, Mo. I think I would just do it for free next week or the week after. Fleckenor for Bruggen. Monofocal, you legend. Congrats, Fleckenor for Bruggen. Refer to the clean sheet odds if anyone's got a 50-50 on a defender or a keeper. So, Brighton, 18%. 18? Where's Brentford? 24. So, Fleckham. I need to sneeze. It's gone. Sebastian says, "Hi Oscar, I'm sorry for you being a gunner. Nobody's perfect. Can you give a shout out to my mini league, Garnacho League, Garnacho League and points?" Oh, I've lost the message. And tell hang on, let me make sure I say his name right. Colo Coloccio. Not to forget the Garnalytics, even if he loses the head-to-head. All right. So first of all, big shout out to the Garnacho League and points. And a message as well to Coloco Loccio, not to forget the Garnalytics, even if you lose the head-to-head. Don't forget that. Ash, thanks for the 18 months. Isak in for Solanke for a hit and bench Rogers or Semenyo. I don't think I'd do it for a hit. I would just start Rogers and Semenyo and bench Solanke. If I had to pick one to start though, I think I'd start Semenyo. But I would just avoid the hit personally. I'd do it for free all day, but for -4. No, I wouldn't do Semenyo to Saka for a -4 DT. Don't think that needs a -4 personally. Forest aren't pushovers. FPL1, best Trent replacement. They've got Gabriel, Lewis and Murillo. I think you could just go down to Kanate. I think that's great. Great clean sheet odds this week. They're the best defence in the league at the moment. I also like Colwell if you want to go even cheaper. If you haven't got double Arsenal defence already, then Saliba I think is also worth mention. If you got Gabriel and Raya, I wouldn't do it. I'm not so keen on the triple up because it blocks getting Saka. But if you haven't got Saliba, then I think I'd actually do that, depending on your keeper. Ojako says, can't get to Saka, Bruno or Rudiger, which is better? Bruno, Ojako. Sorry, Pat, he says you missed a previous super chat. Also, Lewis Hall or Roll. Lewis Hall or Roll? Oh, or Roll the transfer. Lewis to Hall or Roll, got you now. I think I'd do it, just because it's not even clear if Lewis will start. What did your other one say, Pat? Let me try and find it. Sorry about that. Is Strand Larson worth starting over Wood, Oscar? Yeah, definitely. I've got both, and I'm starting Strand Larson. Yeah, I think I'd sell Lewis. Just get out of the way. Look at Colwell as well. Those are the two I like the most right now. Budget defenders. Finally got the tattoo booked in for January. What are you getting tattooed, Tom? Focal tattoo. Who's got a better clean sheet odds, Fulham or Brentford? It'll be Fulham, surely. Yeah, Fulham are third, actually. 36% this week. Any Chelsea leaks? Doubtful, I think. Let's have a look. No, nothing at the moment. Oh, interesting. Look at this. This is from Tiki Taka Connor, who's good for Arsenal insight, and he says he wants to see Sterling start, and then he followed up by saying it doesn't look like he starts, sadly. So I interpret that as a Saka start. Excuse me. So I think that points towards a Saka start. Unless he plays Jesus right wing, but I feel like Saka does. Yeah, what tattoo are you getting, Tom? Is it the focal tattoo? Surely not. Start Haaland, Zhao and Cunha and drop Rogers or Semenyo. I feel like I'd start Rogers over Zhao Pedro, honestly. This week. Away at Bournemouth versus Rogers home to Palace. How long until Blue Sky overtakes X for FPL? I mean, there's a lot of people on it already. I don't know if it'll overtake it. Maybe it'll take a long time. But I'm posting on both platforms the same thing. So if you want to follow me on Blue Sky, I'm also... just search FPL Focal. My username there is actually fpl.page because I use my domain on it. But I'm also posting on Twitter or X. So start Haaland, João Pedro and Cunha and drop Rogers and Semenyo. That is really close, that one, Sean. I feel like I'd start Rodgers and Semenyo over João and Cunha, because they're playing home. They're both great, but it just feels like one of those, like, it could so easily go wrong. It's a proper 50-50, that. Yeah, I love Reddit as well. I'm on Reddit every day. Apparently Palmer starts. Any Vissa news? And Bumo and Vissa apparently both been in training. How we doing, Beardy? I think I'd start Rodgers and Semenyo, Sean. Really, really close, that one, though. Really close. Vaza says, Raul to Pedro this week. 0.4 on the bank. I might need that money soon because no Saka. Got 2 free transfers. No, I don't think you need to do it this week. Jimenez is home to Wolves. Up against his old team. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do that. You could do it next week. It makes perfect sense next week, not this week. Start Sanchez or Raya. Dark Phoenix, thanks for becoming a member. Thanks very much, Dark. He says, I'm planning to remove Trent and the extra funds from Bumo to De Bruyne. Thoughts? I'm not sure on De Bruyne. I would rather other premiums. Saka, Palmer, Salah, Bruno. I'd rather any of those over De Bruyne personally. Just because De Bruyne's injury record right now, Dark Phoenix. Oh, okay, I thought it was you from across the pod. When you replied to my, I think it was on Blue Sky yesterday, I went onto your channel to check if you'd got that tattoo, because I was wondering what happened to that. You're getting a tiny focal tattoo. Fair play. You'll have to record yourself getting it and post like a short or something on the channel. Fair play for following that through. And Shork says, Haaland and Johnson to Salah and Isak. What are we saying? Yeah, I think that's worth it. That's worth it in my view. I would do that in Shork. Don't get me wrong, Haaland this week is great, but like on paper, Salah and Isak is better than Haaland and Johnson. Cheyenne says, -4 to keep Haaland, Solanke and Zhao. Just JNSN. What's JNSM? Is that Strand Larson? -4 to keep Haaland. Haaland, Zhao, JSNN. JNSN. Who's JNSM? To Salah, Gabriel and Hall. I mean, I think that's worth it if you're saying that you're buying Gabriel, Salah and Hall. But what are you doing with Zhao? Johnson. Ah, okay. Thank you. -4. Haaland, Solanke. Haaland, Solanke. Oh, this one's hard to follow. Haaland, Solanke to João Pedro and Johnson. What? If you're saying that you're buying Salah, Gabriel, Hall, then it's worth it. And if you're buying João Pedro, I think it's worth it. But it's hard to follow that one, because where's Gabriel? Oh, Gabriel to Hall. Oh, I got it now. Solanke to João Pedro. Johnson to Salah, Gabriel to Hall. From -4. I don't like selling Gabriel. I don't like that. And it's a -4. I think it's still worth it just about, because you're selling Solanke and Johnson to keep Haaland as well. Yeah, I think that's just about worth it, but I don't like the selling Gabriel, but I do get it. Cezanne's captain in Palmer for multiple returns. Alright, let's get a final captain poll going up on that note. Palmer. Haaland, Salah, Palmer and other. If you're going other, let us know in chat. Poll is up. Start Anderson or Van den Berg? I'd start Anderson. Start Raul or Rodgers? I'd start Raul, Ross. Start the striker against Wolves. Henrik's captain and Bruno. Toby's going Bruno as well. A lot of people going Bruno. Damn. Alright, I need to do my transfer as well. So I'm going Johnson to Saka. Would you wildcard in 8 Nori? Continued in chat. What's it saying, chat? I'll keep an eye on the chat. Yeah, if I was on a wild card, I'd be very tempted to have him, yeah. You just don't start him this week. If you're wildcarding him, you don't start him this week. Bench one out of Solanke, Wood, McNeil. I'd bench Wood. Away at Arsenal. That makes the most sense to me. I'd say he's the lowest ceiling. I'm trying to see your message continued in chat. I can't seem to find it. I don't think you've sent it yet. Is there any Saka news? All we've heard is that he's done a training session. Tiki Taki Connor said Sterling doesn't start, so I just feel like there's enough pointing towards me taking the chance. So I'm going to go Johnson to Saka in a second. I've got exact money for that. 8 Norwich, the worst defence in the league for 4.7. Feels like a crazy amount to be paying for that defence when Dina Hall, Dunk, Kirkes all exist. Yeah, I'd say I like Hall. It's close. No, I think it's okay to have 8 Nori, but you just don't start him this week. So on a wild card, you can just bench him this week. You start him against Bournemouth, Everton, Ipswich. Let me refresh this because it's got the wrong fixtures. Make sure I'm doing it right. All right, Johnson to Saka. There we go. I'll lock that in a sec. I'm just keeping an eye for last minute team news. Rocky says EBH. Who's EBH? Erling brought Haaland to Isak. McNeil to Salah or Porro to Colwill. Cunha to Isak. Yeah, I like that. Haaland to Isak, McNeil to Salah. Yeah, I like that. I would do that, Rocky. I would do that. Yeah, I think it's okay to have 8 Nori in a wild card. I don't see a problem with it. As long as you just don't start him this week. Because I think they're going to concede at Fulham, if I'm honest. Rosa says, I'm currently starting Gabriel Vardy on 8 Nori in defence. I've got 1 free transfer. Should I trade Lewis to Colwill, Kanate and bench 8 Nori or roll? I mean, if I... Yeah, I'd be tempted to do that. I want to get rid of Lewis myself. I like Lewis to Kanate if you can afford that. Alright, I'll be back in 2 secs. Sorry, I need to go to the toilet. It'll be 1 minute.
And you find it in yourself to let me go, like a beautiful memory or a casual passing ghost. Can't you see that I should be somewhere else, like a surgeon attendant with me lovelessly packing shelves? Don't you ever wanna know how my heart can beat so fast and yet remain so cold as the nights turn to dust in our hands?
Back. Sorry about that. I couldn't even think about FPL anymore. All I could think about was that I needed a piss. Right, keep your questions coming. New poll, will Oscar wash his hands? I washed them. I washed them. They're washed. Can you see they're wet? They're washed. Toilet every time. The thing is, I smash down the tea before I stream, and then I smash another tea while I'm streaming, and I'm sitting here for like over 2 hours. I think that's normal, isn't it? Or have I got a weak bladder? Oscar's washed. Is that not normal? Right, where did I get to with the chat? Yeah, Kanate, Rosa. Chrissy Bacon says start Anderson or 8 Nori. I'd rather start Anderson. British says I piss a lot, bladder probs. T will do that. What's with the clean freaks in here? What's the name of that song? Boxer meets Canvas. Congrats on the award, well deserved. Thanks very much, Plummo. Start Jimenez or Pedro? I'd start Jimenez. If that's me, it would have been at least 3 pisses. There you go, see? Oscar has to go every stream to ensure we have a leak. Oh yeah, let me do my transfer. Let me final checks if there's any team news. Alright, more. Let's check here. Nothing there. No. Okay, I'll give it a few more minutes just in case. Remind me if I forget in like 5 minutes time. That'd be bad if I forget to make a move. Brian Smith, thanks for becoming a member. Thanks very much for that, Brian. Appreciate your support. Welcome to all the new members this stream. If anyone wants to be a member, use the join button below the stream. You get a badge by your name, the members channel Discord, the members league, early access to videos. Rogers or Smith Rowe start from Michael Het. I'd start Smith Rowe, Michael, this week. Just about. That is a coin toss, I think, but my gut feeling, my initial thought was Smith Rowe. I mean, Wolves are a worse defence than Palace, so I think that makes sense. And Palace have got some players coming back from injury and suspension, so yeah, initial thought was Smith Rowe, so I'd go with the gut feeling there. Stan says, I can't afford Johnson to Saka, -4 to afford him. From -4, probably not. Probably not from -4. Like, I don't think it's a certainty that Johnson blanks against City, don't get me wrong. But I can afford it in one move, so I think it makes sense for me to do it. Yeah, I don't know if I'd do that for a -4. I mean, does Saka outscore Johnson by 4 points, or can you just do that move for next week for free? Or the week after, because obviously Spurs have got Fulham home. Laris says, I'm looking to take a late -4. Sorry, didn't even say late. I'm imagining words in this sentence. I'm looking to take a -4 for Son, but not sure whether to take Saka or Palmer. What do you think? I would go Palmer, 100% Palmer, between the two of them. Saka's great, but Palmer's the priority. CFJW, Saka and Porro to Colwell and Palmer for free. I think I would, you know. I think I would do that. I just look at Chelsea's upcoming fixtures and I think you've got to have Palmer for this run, surely. Like, he's got Leicester, Villa, Southampton, Tottenham, Brentford, Everton, Fulham, Ipswich. It keeps going as well. This fixture ticker is just till the new year. FPL.page, by the way, is where the ticker's from, completely free. Sorry, there we go. Right, final check for team use, and I'm going to make my transfer. Alright, no, nothing. Johnson to Saka. Do I wait a couple more minutes, or am I getting a bit risky now with it? I don't know if there'll be anything else, will there, before deadline? Right, captain poll, 69% going Salah, 20% Haaland, 9% Palmer, and 2% other. So I think those others were mostly Bruno, right? And a few Isaacs. Mute the music. Is it too loud? I'm going to turn it down a bit. How's that? Can you still hear that, though? British says, I guess captain Salah. Start Porro or Milenkovic. I mean, neither of them are going to get anything, are they? But I suppose you go Porro, because at least he's got a lot more goal threat, more assist threat. I mean, if Maddison doesn't start, like, Porro would be on corners as well, some free kicks. But maybe he does. Music's fine volume now. Perfect. Right, let's lock it in. Johnson to Saka, confirmed transfers. It is done. Oh my god, look at that. I've got 4 flag players in midfield. I need all these guys to start. Is that bench makes sense as well, doesn't it? Wood, then Porro, then Greaves. Alright, screenshot taken. Quickly post it as well. Alright. Share. Boom. Done. Cool. Keep your questions coming. The last 5 minutes we've got to go. You've got 3 flags. I've got 4 flags out of 5, but I mean, I personally wouldn't be surprised if they all play. I wouldn't be surprised. And Mbumo's been spotted on a training video. Semenyo's hopeful of playing. Palmer's been spotted in training. Saka's done a training session. Is that wishful thinking? Oh, Rahi says Diaz to Palmer -4. I've already done Trent to Hall. I'd be tempted to do it for a hit because Diaz played international duty for Colombia, and I think he played more minutes than Darwin and Gakpo. I'd be tempted to do that. I know it's an incredible fixture, but like if Diaz doesn't start, that could be a bit of a swing. I think it's worth it, Rahi, just to get ahead of the curve a bit and get on Palmer. Specifically, Vague says Pinnock to Hall from -4, triple captain Salah to offset. I'd forget about the offsetting part. I wouldn't do something like a triple captain just to offset something else. You just do what you think gets you the most points. And I wouldn't do Pinnock to Hall from -4 personally. You need Pinnock to concede, you need Hall to keep a clean sheet or Hall to score. I don't think that's worth betting 4 points, you know, based on the clean sheet odds. It's not a move I would ever make. I wouldn't do that. Start Porro Milenkovic. I did that one, I think. Porro. Albert, thanks for the super chat as well. Appreciate that. Any leaks? No, it doesn't look like we've got anything. Doesn't look like it. Unsubscribed. Fair play, Grim. Fair play. Solanke or Rogers start. I'd start Rogers. Johnson or Robinson? Robinson. Porro or Eight Nori? Does Dallo start? Yeah, he should do. We'll have to see what Amarin's system looks like. It could be Mazraoui and Dallo playing wing back. Hit that like button, folks. Let's support Oscar winner. Thanks very much, Ash. Support your local focal. Get your teams locked in, guys, says Matthew. Yeah, you've got 2 minutes to lock your teams in. So I've made my move. I might have to watch Man United later. Yeah, what's today's games? It's Chelsea first, isn't it? Leicester v Chelsea. Great show, Oscar. Thanks very much, James. 2 minutes till deadline. Make sure your bench is in the right order. Captain sorted, vice captain. So I've gone Johnson to Saka, and I'm going to cry if Saka doesn't play later. I'm going to be so upset. There was that tweet about Sterling not starting. Saka's done a training session. So I just think based on Arteta's track record of lies and mind games, I think he'll start and maybe get the Sporting game off. Because right now, the league is the priority for us. He has to... he cannot drop any more points. Like, it's starting to slip. This has to be a must-win game. Del Boy Tokyo, great stream, Oscar. All the best, mate. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Jude Brawl stars. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone. Saka won't start, apparently. Well, it's over then. Diego Van Den Hemel. What a name. You're sleeping on Jackson. Semenyo is starting. Is that true? I hope so. Glad to have you back, boss. Let's start a hectic period. Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be absolutely class this upcoming period. So it's a Saturday deadline, then it's a Friday deadline, and then we've got 6 game weeks in December. So you can see, like, here, this graphic's from official FPL, it's not mine. You can see where they've scribbled here, it's where there's games on. So it's just non-stop football, which is what we love. FPL is back. Right, that's the deadline. We've done it. Do you guys want to do a raid or should we do the predictions? What would you rather do? Predictions? Alright, let me take slow mode off real quick first of all, so everyone can Go wild in chat. Right, how do I do it? There we go. That one. Customization. Slow mode off. Does that fit in? Or is that too much? Or how about that? Is that better? There we go. Leicester v Chelsea. Guesses in the chat. Slow mode is off. We can do a raid afterwards as well if anyone's still live. 3-1 to Chelsea, 4-1, 3-1 Chelsea, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. Alright, 3-0. Arsenal v Nottingham Forest at 3 o'clock today. Arsenal v Forest. No Ben Rice apparently. Fantasy's not down yet. It must be down. Went down a minute ago, did it not? Yeah, it's down. 1-0, 1-0, 2-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. A lot of people saying 1-0. Do you think Forest score? 1-0. Alright, I have to go with what everyone's saying. And 1-0 is what everyone's guessing. Oh, God, if it's 1-0, it's going to ruin my weekend before it started. Alright, we'll go 1-0. Aston Villa v Palace. Aston Villa versus Palace. What are we saying? (9-2), 3-1, 3-0, 1-0, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. Okay. It's pretty close between 2-0 and 3-1. 2-0. No Onana, no Conser. I think we'll leave it as 3-1. Bournemouth v Brighton. 2-1 United, GGMU. Alright, we'll chuck that in as well when we get to it and see if everyone agrees with you. 2-1. Alright, put that there. Bournemouth v Brighton. 2-all? Do you reckon? Okay, 2-all. Everton v Brentford. (2-all? Do you reckon? A lot of goals being predicted here. Is this wishful thinking for people that have got all these attackers from these teams or what? Fulham v Wolves. Let me guess. 2-0. 2-all. 4-all. Fulham v Wolves. You guys are mad. Everton don't score. I have to go with what the majority is saying as well. 2-1. 2-1 to Wolves. 2-0 Fulham. 10-all. 2-1. Alright. Man City versus Tottenham. God, I'm dreading this one. I've now got 0 players involved in this game. I've got no Haaland, no Solanke, Son, Johnson, no Foden. I've got any... Oh, wait, I do. I've got Vardio and Lewis, don't I? Oh, God. That could make or break my week, that one. Like, if Haaland only scores like 1 and they keep a clean sheet, then it's great. But if they concede, which is probably more likely in Haaland hauls, then yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle to get the points from elsewhere. 3-1? 3-1. Okay. Southampton versus Liverpool. A lot of Salah captainers. It was the most captain player this week. What are we saying? Southampton v Liverpool. No Ramsdale, no Bednarek. Salah's had the international break off. Is he going to deliver? Is he going to make it 8 double-digit returns in 12 games? 3/4 of games he'd have double-digit returns in. 4-0 Liverpool. Okay. A lot of people saying 4. Ipswich v Man United. Do you agree with that then from Adam? He says it's going to be 2-1 to United. He reckons they concede, but they win. Ipswich v Man United. 5-0. Oh, that's for the Liverpool game. 3-1. 2-1. Ash also reckons 2-1. It's close between 3-1 and 2-1. I think we'll leave Adam's guessing and we'll see if he knows ball. We'll see if Adam knows what he's talking about. Last one, Newcastle v West Ham. Something to look forward to on Monday if you've got Isak or I guess like Gordon or Hall or someone like that. Maybe Bowen. Yeah, that's a Monday night to round the game week off. Last one. What are we saying? Isak hat-trick. Don't. That would be brutal as a non-owner. 2-0, 2-1, 2-0. Done. So, that is the deadline. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit like before you go. I don't know if there's anyone live that we can raise, so maybe we don't this week. Let's have a very quick check. Oh, I've just searched live instead of FPL. Yeah, we'll go, we'll go raid NBC News. Imagine that. They'd be like, who the hell is Focal? Right, no, I don't think there's anyone live to raid it. Sheesh Bros? Oh, he's watching FPL, mate. He's watching someone else. Okay. We'll wrap it up there. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Good luck this game week. I hope you all smash it. I hope your flag players come through. And I hope your captain gets a hat-trick. That's it from me. Focal out.